Good morning. This is Kristen. See, I know who I am today. Pushing positivity into your spaces. If you don't get that joke, go up to, watch the video from yesterday. Um, Wanted to go a little light today because I know I went a little hard yesterday. Not really, but hard enough. So, I'm going to give you some funny stuff that my mother has said to me. My mother had a lot of pet peeves. Okay, a lot of pet peeves that I didn't realize that I have adopted now. She used to call me one ice cube. And that's because I never filled up ice cube trays. She would say, ooh, she would go in and, trying to make her something to drink, and it'd be one ice cube. And she would scream up them steps, one ice cube. And I was like, oh, Lord, I didn't fill the tray up. So now when I see it, I get a little crazy. She also didn't like her cabinets open. Like, so some people, if you're cooking, all your cabinets open, and not my mother. I got a cousin who had a key to the house. He would come in and open all our cabinets up and leave. So when me and my mother and my brother was coming home and she come into that, she would rip into us and, oh, you know what else she used to say? Like, when I was younger and I used to go outside and play, and then I would come in and she was like, oh, you need to go get in the tub. You smell like a nest of granddaddies. And I was just like, a nest of granddaddy? I must be funky for real. I just, I'm trying to just think about because when I say she said some funny stuff sometimes, I remember when she was in one of the rehab centers, she told the people she doesn't like white food. And so I looked at her, I was like, Mama, what do you mean you don't like white food? She said, I don't like white food. I don't like grits. I don't like oatmeal. I don't like noodles, them fat noodles. I don't like, she said anything white. She didn't like white sauce, none of that. And she said that she didn't like, because grits is one of my favorites. I don't mess with no oatmeal. I can't stand the taste of, no. But she said she ate so much as a child that she just never, went back to eating it. You know, she was an English teacher. So what's that tell you? My favorite thing to say was, Ma, where you at? And she used to always say, before you get to the at. And I was like, what? Before you get to the, I didn't understand. I was like, before you get to the at. And I'd be calling again, Ma, where you at? Right before you get to the at. And finally I would say, Mama, what are you talking about right before you get to the at? And she would say, you don't put that at the end. Let me tell you, my mother could cut your sentence off and you forget everything. Like I was a person who was like, I still don't understand that. The you and I, she and I, you and me, but she would tell me just as quick. It's not that, Kristen. It's this. It was just, she was just, I'm just remembering her fun personality, her sarcasm. Let me tell you something. When I first moved back here to Cleveland to help her out, I went on a date. I told her, I said, Mom, great, I'm gonna go on a date tomorrow, and woo. And mind you, I moved back home when I was 45. So that means I had a daughter, I had been married, all of that. So I was sitting in her room. I was like, well, what do you think I should wear today? I don't know, Kristen. Wear what you want. And so finally we were sitting there and I was doing something because I was looking down. I will never forget this as long as I live. And she said, Kristen, like she was whispering, Kristen. I said, yeah. She said, you can still get pregnant. I said, Mama, what'd you say? You know you can still get pregnant. I said, Mama, I'm aware, but I'm not going on no date to sleep with nobody. I'm just going, to have to have some dinner and come on back home. You, she said, so serious. You know you can still get pregnant, don't you? And I was like, yeah, Ma, I do if I was going to sleep with it. She was so funny, just smart. Oh, she was so smart. I just remember when she decided to go back and get her master's. I think I was in kindergarten. And she had a desk up in her room, like a little kid's desk. And she would sit me there and do all them little testing things on me. And I thought they were the most fun thing in the world just because it was our time. She went back and got her master's. And I remember she came home and she said, they want me to be the chairperson of English. I don't think I want to do that. I was like, Ma, why? That's too much time. I don't want to do that. She was just, she had this, getting choked up, y'all. She had this laugh that could just, it was contagious. I would laugh with my mother sometime and she put me out of the room because y'all know I ain't got good sense. So I'd be in there just cutting the fool and she would just be laughing so. And I just remember the little things that gave her joy. Y'all see how that's the perfectionist in me. That gave her joy. Like my mother her loves were nuts, cashews, the mixed nuts, pecans. Okay, I don't know, pecans, whatever you call it. Pepsi. Oh, ginger snaps, cheese. She had a lot, didn't she? And she loved corned beef sandwiches. Oh, loved them. So one day, I went up to this deli and got her one and came back and fixed it on the plate and put the pickle on the plate, got her a nice cold glass of Pepsi. I came up there and I said, look what I got you, Mom. Ooh, that smells good, Chris. She enjoyed that sandwich. So I'm remembering some of the really good times, today. I remember one time she was in a rehab center and she was really sick. And I had just gotten off work and I went up there and she slept. She was sleeping a lot. And I crawled up in the bed with her. My big ass crawled up in the bed with her. I just laid with her and I could just hear her heartbeat. And I remember one of the nurses coming in and saying to my mother, that must be your baby. She said it is. A 50-year-old, a 50-some-year-old baby, 50-year-old baby. So y'all know I'm getting, y'all see them eyes, don't you? I love my mama, still do. And I'm going to tell one more story and then I'm going to get off. This is my dedication tribute to my mama today. Here go the tears, y'all. But I was in third grade and I was sick as a dog. Ooh, I was so sick that day. Just stomach sick, vomiting. My mother sent me to school anyway. Got to school, I couldn't even keep my head up. That's how sick I was. And the lady, Blondine Jones, pushed my desk to the back of the room. Now I'm third grade. I don't remember how old you are in third grade. and she sprayed my desk with Lysol, sprayed me with Lysol, and the kids were just laughing like it was funny. When I say I was devastated by that, and in my mind I said, why would my mother send me to school sick like this? So when I got home that evening, I was sick and I laid around a lot, and she said, Chris, did you feel sick like this at school all day? I said, yeah. And Miss Jones pushed my desk away from the kids and sprayed me and my desk with Lysol. I wasn't even. And she said, what did you say? I said, she moved me away from all the kids and sprayed my desk with Lysol. She said, oh, yeah? Next thing I know, I remember when she was teaching, you called this number, because I did it for her a couple times, and you would tell them Marva Hudson, personal illness, wouldn't be woo woo woo. So she called off the next day. Mind you, I know. So, long story short, she goes up to the school and she said, did you push my daughter away from the children and spray her desk with Lysol? And she said, yes, I didn't want the other kids to get sick or da, da, da. She said, so you excluded her from class and made her feel like some type of uh, uh, a leper. That's what it is, a leper. Or when I say my mother lit into that woman, like I thought she was gonna jump on her like a cat. She leaped and oof. But needless to say, that never happened again. My mother was real protective of her children. And I remember a lot of things she did for us that all come into play now, It makes sense. So that was my little tribute to my mama this morning. I'm telling y'all, she had the most beautiful smile. I can show you because I'm sitting right here next to her picture. I'm going to let y'all see it. Lord, that's my face, ain't it? Yes, sir. That's my mama. Rest easy, boo. Love and light, y'all. Love and light. Peace.